What's going on, guys? I'm your host, Francis Beau, here to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on anything going on in the world of entertainment. And yeah, we're here for another Marvel review. I feel like we get these movies like every 2 or 3 months now. Um, but we're here yet again with Ant-Man and the Wasp, the sequel to Ant-Man. And yeah, I'm going to give you guys my review on the movie. Before we get down with that, I know what you guys are automatically going to ask. Francis, what's with the shorter hair? What's with this thing? Well, I had a haircut just because I just needed to get a haircut, and for other things that I cannot say. Um, you'll just have to wait and see. Also, I just came back. I had to do a blood test, um, so if you're noticing a little bit of differentness, it's just that's why. But let's talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp, the sequel to Ant-Man. Now, before we get down with Ant-Man and the Wasp review, I just wanted to recap my thoughts on the first Ant-Man. I personally really enjoyed the first Ant-Man. I think it's one of the most underrated Marvel films. I think that a lot of people do not really talk about Ant-Man as much as they do as, Avengers or Iron Man or more famously, Captain America. They don't really talk about Ant-Man all that much. And I personally still believe that Ant-Man was the most riskiest film that Marvel's ever done. Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy was also a risk, but I think Ant-Man was more of a risk because the powers he has is not what you would say super fascinating, but the way that they used it made it very, very fascinating for viewers like me to watch. And now we have a sequel, and not only is Ant-Man back, but we have the Wasp. So, how did this film do? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. So, I'm gonna give you guys my positives, my negatives, and my overall score out of 10, as we always do. So, let's get down with the review. So, let's start with the pros. This is, to basically sum it up short for you, this is a fun movie. I enjoyed the movie. I think the best way to describe this movie is that it's a fun, calm movie. It's not big, it's not massive, it's not like Avengers or anything like that. It's a pretty small, calm, fun movie, and I think that there are definitely some great things that happened. Like, for example, I think the Wasp, played by Evangeline Lilly, steals the movie. I think that she was the star of this movie. She had more screen time than Ant-Man. She was really fun. I really enjoyed her a lot. I liked the cleverness of how she uses the shrinking technology. I like her suit. She was cool. I liked the Wasp, and which leads me to the creative use of the technology. They use it very well. There's like this whole car chase scene that they do, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Humor works for the most part. Humor works for the most part. We'll get to the cons and the negatives, and you'll see what I mean by humor works for the most part. And the action was very entertaining. As I said, like they do the shrinking and the growing, and there's lots of different ways that they present it, and for the most part, it was very, very entertaining. Now let's talk about the negatives, because there are a couple of negatives with the film. Because there's a few issues. The first one I'll say right off the bat is that Ghost didn't fully work for me. I thought her backstory was fine. It was a little bit interesting, but her in the present just didn't work for me. I liked the suit. I liked the little phasing thing that's going on. But I think if there is one character that kind of kills Ghost's character, it's Walton Goggins' character. I don't know his character name, but Walton Goggins' character, he had no purpose of being in the film. You could have easily have killed him off, like in the first 20 or 10 minutes, and then we can move the story from there with Ghost. But they actually spend a little bit of time with Walter Goggins' character, and he doesn't do anything. The only reason that he's there is to have a face when they do the car chase. That's really it. And I gotta say, he's ultimately what kills Ghost's character, because without him, I think Ghost would have had a lot more time to get developed and could have been actually a pretty decent villain. And as I said, the humor is a hit or miss for me. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. And I think the thing that a lot of people are stating, and I echo their same complaint, there's a lot of stuff in here that's not really explained. Like some stuff that happens in the movie, I'm not gonna say what stuff, but there's certain things that happen, especially towards the end of the film, that they don't really explain. I don't know if they're saving that for Avengers 4 or if they just flat out didn't explain it. Um, but there's certain things that aren't explained all that well. All I'm going to say is keep a close eye on Michelle Pfeiffer's character. Janet Van Dyne, I think that's her name. That's not a spoiler, you've seen her in the poster. Just watch her, pay attention to her character, and see what she does throughout the film. That's all I'll say. But overall, Ant-Man and the Wasp was fun. I think like I said, this is a calm, fun movie. It's not, too energetic. It's not too out there. It's just a fun, calm film. And it does have its issues. Like I said, the villain didn't really work for me. I thought Walton Goggins' character had no purpose of being in the film. And some aspects of the film were not fully explained. But other than that, it's a fun film. I had some fun with it. It's not one of my favorite Marvel films of all time, but it is still a fun film to watch. And I don't think it's better than the first Ant-Man. I still think the first Ant-Man is better, but I still had some fun with this film. So overall, I'm going to give Ant-Man and the Wasp an 8 out of 10, an 80%, which is a letter grade, a B-. Definitely check it out for the post-credit scene, because there's a really cool post-credit scene. There's two of them. There's a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene. And one of them is really good, and one of them is interesting. So, yeah, that is it. Hope you guys like my review. I'm actually going to be doing, hopefully, when I get the time to do it, since we have 20 Marvel films now, I'm going to rank all the Marvel movies from worst to best, and you'll see where Ant-Man and the Wasp lands on my list. But, as I said, it's a fun movie. It's mostly a calm movie. There's nothing that really they go out their way for. It's mostly calm. It's mostly pretty contained, and for that, I had some enjoyment out of it. And as I said, the Wasp steals the show. She was perfect. She was great. It's fun. It's calm. The action's pretty entertaining. Overall, good movie. Not great, but a good movie. So, yeah, that's my review on Ant-Man and the Wasp. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys let me know, what are your thoughts on Ant-Man and the Wasp? Did you guys like it? Do you guys think it's better than the first Ant-Man? And what are your thoughts on that really interesting credit scene? Just to let you know, there probably will be spoilers in the comments section, so do not read the comments if you have not seen Ant-Man and the Wasp. Also, are you guys excited for the new Marvel movies coming out next year? And what are your favorite Marvel movies in the MCU? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's it for this video and my review for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, as we make these videos, blow out. See you next time. Peace.